What's up, everyone? Freakenstein here, and today we're gonna make our own blast effects. Yeah, that's what I said. We're gonna do our own blast effects, and it's pretty simple, actually. You're gonna be actually surprised how simple it really is, and anyone can do it. That's the truth. Anyone can do it. Um, I'm just getting out some stuff right now that I need, that I'm going to try. Someone suggested to use sculpting tools, so I have sculpting tools, and we're going to try them out and see how they work. So the most important thing you're going to need is this Warbler crystal art. It is very important because this is what we're going to use. And of course you need some Sharpies. Now, I went and bought these silicone cups from the dollar store, and as you can see, we have lots of different guys here that have guns that we can give blast effects to, just for the fun of it. Just put these guys off to the side for now, and we'll move this camera down some. I think that should be good enough for now. So what I'd like to do, because these guys are pretty small, is I'm going to take a couple of these crystal pellets, and I'm just going to put them in here. Not too many, just to start with. And we're going to get out our Sharpie. And I'm going to go with this blue color. And really all I'm going to do is just try to put some color on some of these balls. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just putting some color right on here. They were clear, and now you can see they have some blue to them. And we're just going to throw them in the microwave for about 30 seconds. All you need is about 30 seconds. You just want to heat up this plastic just enough to where it's not actually cooking. If it's cooking and burning, it's way too much. So now that we have that done, I just grabbed a little bit of wax paper, and I'm just gonna squeeze the balls to see if they're warm enough, and they're not. Okay, so I just used the side and pressed it all together, and some of them are sticking, but they're not all sticking. So back to the microwave. Like I said, you just got to keep on doing it where, you know, I'm just going to use some of these pens to keep this open. Hopefully it'll stay open. All right. So now that we have that done, come over here, and like I said, we're just gonna squeeze it and see if they stick. They're starting to stick. So squeeze it all together and just press it. It is warm. It's not overly hot where I need it to be, but I'm just trying to get it all into one piece before I start to microwave it again. And as you can see, it's starting to be malleable. And we're just gonna put it back into the microwave one more time. You can also use a heat gun, you know, whatever you have at your disposal. You can use a heat gun. They say you can use water, but water doesn't really do the trick when you're trying to color this stuff. So, and we almost have it to the consistency that we want. Okay, so now it should be a really pliable stuff where we can start mixing it. Now, if it's too hot, just let it sit for a second because it is hot, but then grab it and continue to play with it, fold it into each other. That way you can get this color. See, it's blue, but it's still can be formed. When it's starting to cool, this is where you want to start forming it. Okay, so we want the end to have kind of a ballish effect. So I'm just squeezing this end together, trying to make it a round ball, and then we're just gonna pull this and keep pulling it. And once we have the effect desired, we can now come over to his weapon, and we're just going to press it right in there. Make sure we got a nice fit. And we can pull this more. And as you can see, we just made our own blast effect. So sometimes it just takes a little love. What I'm doing is I'm closing up that ball See, it's now looking a little bit more like a ball on the end. And we're going to try to stick this on a little straighter. Bam. We have our own blast effect now for Blaster. So, now that we've done all that, we can now give someone else a chance for making their own blast effect. Now you can take your time and make your own, do whatever you want. But again, all you need is this Warbler crystal art and some kind of Sharpie pen, and you see they are clear pellets. You see on the back they're clear. You need the clear kind, not the white kind. The white kind will not make this rubbery plastic. So here we got some red, and I'm just going to color them. Just put a little color. Try to get each ball if you can. I want this one to be a little bit darker, so I'm trying to color more of it. The more of the ball I can cover, the darker it'll be. I can always paint on it while it's hot as well, but it's not very good for the marker, right? So I try to do it when it's cold before I put it in the microwave. And you know, you don't have to just use this for Transformers. You can use this for all kinds of stuff. Star Wars characters, G.I. Joe, He-Man, whatever you want to use it for. This is an easy, fun little trick. Now, you see how it's starting to sag a little bit? It's an easy fix. You just take a lighter, go over it just a little bit, and just lift it up. And it'll eventually come down a little bit, but you know, that's just the way it is. We could now take it right off and just put it to the side for now. Now I'm just gonna go microwave this red a little bit. You know, I'll be right back with this red. don't know why this one's taking longer, but we will get there. We will get there. Again, sorry about that. I don't know why it's taking so long this time. This one only took about a minute. This one's taking a little bit longer, but there you go. Nice blast effect. And you can see there's a hole. But yeah, very easy to do, and it just slides right back on. Again, I don't know why it's doing this. So just see what I can do here. Try this one more time. Hopefully this time they'll start sticking to each other. All right. So now that we got this, we can take it out. Just start mixing it around. This time I'm gonna rip it. Actually, I think that's too much. We're gonna rip it. And already it's starting to cool. So I'm just gonna put it back in the microwave again and keep the balls on separate spots. So I'm going to take this little one and just put it down here, roll it into the ball as best I can, and then I'm just going to squish it, and I'm just going to pull Pull. Pull. And pull. So now it's like that. I'm just going to take the lighter. Just heat it up a little bit. And just try to make this into a point. Same with this side. Just try to make it into a point. I think this side needs a little bit more. Don't burn yourself, everybody. Don't burn yourself. All right. And the last one. Just trying to get them all to be kind of like a point. Give it that effect like that. And we can come in here and grab this piece. And again, just going to try to turn it into a point. Heat it up a little bit again. Just rolling it on this parchment paper, trying to roll it down into a point, just like that. And then use the lighter and just flatten it out as much as possible. Till we got the shape that we want. And I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. Sorry, you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but there is what I have so far. What I'm going to do is just heat that piece there and heat this piece right there, and I'm just going to stick it in the middle as best that I can and push it down. So now we have a piece that looks like that. Now it's looking like it could be a blast effect. Let me raise the camera up a little bit so you can still see that Blaster's blast effect is still going strong. Raise this camera up a little bit. Put Blaster back there and we'll get this guy out. And he has his own gun. Get him standing correctly. So now what I'm going to do is just take the lighter again and just heat the back of this slowly. And we're just going to push the gun in just like that. So now we're just going to leave it on there just for a little bit. Make sure it's straight so it doesn't look weird. But now he has his own blast effect, which is pretty cool. So should we do one more? Now that it's cooled, we can pop it off. And now anytime we want to put it on, we can. It'll hold that shape. So there you go. Another blast effect successfully done. Excuse me. All right, so let's do one more. And I'm going to put in not one, but two colors this time. And let's move this down so you guys can see. So now I have a lot of pellets in that spot. I'm just gonna use this orange, and I'm gonna color as many of these as I can. Does help if the marker's actually working, but just gonna do the best I can to color as many of them as I can. Sometimes it's easier to do when it is warm, so I'm just going to try that. But I know this black is going to work. Should color them fairly easily and well. I'm trying to do this a lot of black on these because I don't want it to turn out gray. So now that I have these both colored, they can go in the microwave. I'm gonna keep this orange near me so that I can color the other orange pellets some more. see how well this is going together. That's looking good. These orange pellets are looking good as well. So again, got them in the silicone cup, and we're just going to squeeze everything together. Be careful, very hot. Let's see if I can add some more of this orange color to it while it's warm. Take it out and, ooh, hot, very hot. Let's see if we can color on it a little bit. Sorry if you can't see, it's hot. I don't want to pick it up, but really all I'm doing is just trying to add some orange color to it with this marker. But this marker seems to be running out of ink. But now that we got some dots in there, we can start just mixing it around. It does have that orange tinge to it, but not the orange tinge that I'd really want. Let's see if I can color this some more. Yeah, this is gonna have to go in the microwave a few times and get colored a few times. Because it's already starting to harden up. So back to the microwave you go. Another 30 seconds. See about working with some of this black here. We got the black going here. And again, like I said, I didn't want it to come out like really gray or anything, so I try to put a lot of black on. And really, I still don't think it's enough. So I'm just gonna color. See how that black goes on a lot better. Just fold it into it, and we'll microwave that piece one more time. All right, let me lift this up and turn it down so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So here's the black that we just put in the microwave. Again, I'm just gonna fold it into each other just so the color becomes more consistent, right? And what I'm gonna do is just stay, paper, stay. Hold on. There we go. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of the black, make some shapes, just rip off a couple pieces. Might have to stick it back in the microwave for a couple more seconds just so that they can have better shape. But the point of this is just to get some pieces out and ready. So let's just stick these pieces in. Trying to make sure that they're not all touching each other. We want them separate from each other. Excuse me. Now we can grab this orange. Mix it about. Ooh, it's hot. Hot, 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 hot. So what I'm going to do now is take this black and just stick it in that orange. Grab this black, stick it in the orange, just like that. And this black, stick it in the orange. More. This black. Now it doesn't look that good right now, but just give it a minute. I'll show you what I'm going to do after I microwave this one for the very last time. So now that I got all those pieces in there like that, looks kind of weird, but that's okay. But we're just going to stick it back in the microwave for a couple more seconds. And hopefully this will work out exactly how I'm planning it to. Keyword is hope. Alright, so now that we have this piece like this, I'm just going to grab it and fold it once. Oh, damn, that's hot. Did I forget to tell you that this is damn hot? Okay, so now that I have it like this. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm gonna roll it. Push it down. And I'm just gonna keep rolling it. I want it to have a little bit of a point at the end here. But not too big. So now that we have it looking like that, this is where these tools come in. Okay? This is what my buddy was telling me about. So what I'm going to do is just put these pens, so I'm just holding the paper, and what did I do with that lighter? don't know how, but I lost the lighter. Oh, it's okay. I got another one. Give me 1 minute. Alrighty. And of course, as soon as I go grab another lighter, one appears. Okay, so now we have this piece looking like this. All right, I want to shape up this end a little bit better. So I'm just going to use this lighter just to bring it in just a little bit, squish it in. And then I'm going to want to give this a bit of a point, just like that. So now that you can see it's got multi-colors, right? Looks nice and good, but we're not done yet. We're going to take this, I'm just going to heat up this tool a bit and just, actually I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use something else, if I can find it. Here, heat up this ball and just start pressing it in and pulling, pushing and pulling. Doesn't have to be 1000% perfect, but I'm just giving it a different type of effect by doing this. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to get that rougher effect to it. And you just gotta take your time. Again, excuse me. Again, all you gotta do is take your time. Just rough it up a little bit. I don't like how that is looking, so just going to heat it up and stretch it a little bit. But you pretty much have what I was looking for the effect. So I'm just letting this cool down 100% before I do what's next. Because if you don't let it 100% cool, You're not going to have a straight piece like I can show you right now with these guys because I didn't let them cool, but I can fix them. As you can see that it's drooping a little bit, but it's an easy fix. You just take your lighter, give it a little heat on that side, and straighten it up. You can pull it right off if you like, but that's about it to straighten it up. Same with him. He's got a little bit of a sag. And we can just take it right off so the gravity does not affect it. And straighten it up as best as we can. So, yeah, pretty easy thing to do, right? Like, it's easy to give these guys their blast effects. And, like, honestly, I could probably just do a whole bunch of colors and sell them like little pieces of this to people so that they can have their own blast effects and whatnot. So, I just wanted to show you what I was trying to mimic for the blast effect, but I'm still waiting for it to cool down. I just don't think it's cooled down enough yet. You could always just put it in water as well. So Grimlock comes with this piece right here, and it looks like fire. And it's a hard plastic. So again, all you have to do is take your character, heat up this end, and carefully put it in. I didn't carefully put it in, so we got to start all over. But that's okay. The end is going to be very warm. So let's just heat this up enough to where we can stick this in. Again, it's still not cold enough, but there we go. We have them breathing some fire with our own blast effect. So now that we've done that, we can take this out, and you can see it does have the hole, and I just like to squinch it up just a little bit. So now that that's done, we can let that dry. So it's straight. And we just created 3 custom blast effects. What do you guys think about that? Not too bad, right? Not too hard to do. Anybody can do it. So here's Grimlock's original blast effect, which is pretty cool. If I wasn't doing this on camera, I would be, you know, there's the one that we made. And of course you have this guy and his blast effect. Now there's an indent to where this goes, and you just got to find it, and it'll stay on fairly well. It, yeah, because it's molded to him. Same with this blue piece. Boom, stays on because it's molded to him. Now, see what I'm saying? Grimlock is having a little bit of problems because this is still warm. But as soon as it's dry, or not dry, cooled down, this will be on there constantly. But yeah, so there we go. 3 blast effects done using markers and Warbar crystal art. So I think that's about it for this. Everything needs to cool down. Still a little warm. But yeah, there we go. So Warbler crystal art and a bunch of markers, and you can make your own blast effects. And you know, you can get really elaborate with them if you want to. Do all kinds of different stuff. You can put some sparkles in there if you wanted to, whatever you want. So I think that's about it. So like always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch my giveaway video, because as soon as you subscribe, you are entered to win, and winning is fun. So, like always, this is Freakenstein saying, keep playing. Freakenstein out.